In this series, I'm scaling a non-biz op, non-ROI, non-B2B offer from zero to $100,000 a month, and then $100,000 to a million. Why a million? Why 100,000? Those are just the classic internet marketer numbers you shoot for and aim for. And obviously, the goal is a lot deeper than that. And where and how we are helping people in this market is really the mission. But that's the kind of title you guys want to see and numbers you want to look at, because we're all marketers. We love to look at numbers and geek out about them. And so that is the goal of this series. Now, if you're watching the replay, this is live. I go live every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. CST. We go for 1 to 2 hours. I've got incredible episodes that you can go back and watch, talking about the type of funnels I use and ads, etc. So make sure to go watch that. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Joshua Gavin. I got into internet marketing, making money online at 14 years old. Since then, done a lot of different stuff. And now I publish offers in the health market. And so I've also do a lot of consulting for brands anywhere from 1 to 5 million a month on low ticket call funnels. So that's really my specialty in what I do. I've architected over 800 of these funnels in the last 24-ish months. And I love to share all of that here. So welcome in. I had to get that intro out of the way for everyone who is watching the replay. Now we can just talk and be live. It's not going to be polished from here on out. What's going on, guys? Everyone who's here live, say what's up in the chat. It's good to see you guys all here. I'm going to double check and make sure we're live everywhere. And then we're going to get into some numbers. I'm going to go over a breakdown on where we're at for this last week on our offer. And when I say we or me or I do want to be clear. I have an incredible team that helps run this offer with me. I've really assembled the dream team, and I'm more so CMO, CEO over the company. And so what that looks like is actually took one of my best students I saw the most potential in from my certification program. I deployed him into this deal that came to me. And then under him, he built a front-end marketing team. So shout out you, Viz. Shout out Saket. Shout out Agnes, our executive assistant. Shout out Elf in the face of the product. Shout out Zach, selling from closing.com. Everyone else who's a part of this project, I appreciate you all. I want to give you your flowers because we wouldn't be able to do this without the full team. And so it's been an incredible honor. I'm just the offer architecture, leading the company forward, driving the team towards outcomes, assembling the best people, and really, I come in, I'm supposed to know the numbers, find the biggest profit levers, break down walls so the team can move forward faster, and think of and dream of new ways for us to absolutely crush it. And then I report it here. So really excited to share some stats. I have a Figma board I'm going to go over in just a second. Going through the numbers, I'm working on pulling a report right now from our ads library to talk about our winning ads right now. So I just asked Motion, a software I use, just to break down what our best ads are right now and what's working well, so that you guys can see what's cooking. Let's see, and then you guys can copy that. Let's see. I'm gonna grab those now. And then it was actually cool. Right when I was preparing the Figma board, we got another PIF in the door. So obviously that makes our stats look way better for the month. So that's always awesome too. So excited to share that with you guys as well. But let me just prepare our Figma board. I was adding some notes in here for you guys. If you are jumping in live, feel free to let me know what market you guys are in, what you do, so I have a general idea on that, so I can relate what I'm talking about to you guys and just get to know you better. I'd love to see that. But let me get my notes ready here. Okay, let me change this. I hate that colored background. I'll do red. Red's pretty dope. All right, so let me share my screen and then we can get started in just a second here. Let's see who's jumping on live with us today. 100% thought he was in a hazmat suit in the thumbnail. Bro, I look like I'm in a hazmat suit? What is going on, bro? What is wrong with my thumbnail? Jeez, man. What do I look like? Freaking bum? I gotta check what I look like. When you scale to 100,000 a month, how does the revenue last at 100,000 a month if it plateaus and then drops? No, you just keep spending. It doesn't drop if you keep cooking. It only drops if you try to go to 100, then you don't keep pushing and spending more. You know, like, I don't know if that's the right question you're trying to ask. Maybe re-ask that question again. But yeah, not sure if that's what you meant. But let's make sure I'm live and good to go. If you're on Facebook, what's up? We'll let some more people jump on here live. Let me edit my video. Oh, shoot. Wrong headline. Let's make sure we go on YouTube. Again, if you guys are watching the replay, feel free to skip ahead as I do some of this boring stuff. We'll get into the Figma board in just a second. I just want to make sure that I'm good on all the other platforms so that you guys can all watch and tune in. Sweet. I think we are good. What does Zach send me? Okay, fire. I think we're all set. Let me change my layout. All right. I'm going to share my screen, then we're going to get into this, guys. We'll go through the recap here for you guys. If you have questions, feel free to drop them down below. If you guys stay until the end, I do have a special guest that will be jumping on. So make sure to stay until the end. We got a homie that's going to be jumping on with us in a bit to talk shop. He works for one of the biggest publishing companies in the world, and so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, if you have questions, feel free to drop them below. So if you guys are just tuning in this series for the first time, I've been in this space for a while, info for a while, and I've been in a lot of B2B and a lot of biz op markets. I've never really done newbie biz op in terms of offers I've owned or published. I've consulted on those. One very large one that's doing around $5 million a month. We built their low ticket call funnel, but in terms of offers I own, run in the face of, I've never really done that. But I've still been in heavy B2B, right, business to business, and that's fine. That was great, but I always just didn't like how the TAM would be capped. I just wanted to try something new, and I wanted to challenge myself because I looked around a lot of the masterminds I'm in. I looked around a lot of the mentors I learned from and the people I was hanging around in this market, and a vast majority of them were all in biz op or B2B. And I looked at that. Of course, there's this desire to be different than everybody else you're around, and wanting to stand out and do something unique. So, of course, that's what fueled this at first. But then I started looking at some people's offers in unique markets, and I really loved the health industry because they were selling info products and there was a clear outcome, right? You're in some sort of type of pain or sickness, and you're either in it or you're out of it. There's no like, oh, if the market could change or a pixel could change or this could change and then this doesn't work anymore, right? It's not how it works. In health, there's like usually one solution that gets you from where you are now to where you want to be. And so the success rate's a lot higher. The impact feels amazing. Not that helping people make money isn't cool, but you know how it is with biz op and B2B. Like it's just not a guarantee everyone's going to do it. But with us, we have almost 100% success rate, and the people are happy, and we're really truly changing lives with the offer that we have. And I love that about health. And I was like, okay, I want to try that and go into the health market. And so that's what we did. And we got to work with an amazing creator who I've connected with. And the way I do my deals is I go to these people and they have an existing high ticket offer. And we say, hey, we're going to publish a low ticket call funnel to send you clients to the back end. We will run and pay for all the ads in the front end, control everything there. So we keep 100% of the revenue on the front end. And we just want to cut off everything on the back end. Those deals usually look for a 50% cut to a 70% cut on the back end. And that's why I have full ownership and control and publish offers where I don't have to be the face of it. And so that's what this is. And then I thought, hey, why not document this live to you guys, live scaling a call funnel? Because a lot of people teaching you funnels and different things online, they don't have their own ads live with their own offer, their own ad accounts, their own money. They're all just ripping client money. And there's a difference between spending your client's money and your own money. There's a lot more risk, and you have to actually go in and learn and face the fear and the raw reality of spending $4,000 to $5,000+ a day of your own money, and you're forced to solve for more problems versus if you're just doing client work, they're just doing one little part of the business and they aren't seeing across the whole business what needs to be solved. And so for me, being in the trenches, seeing everything front to back, experiencing the pains and the bottlenecks of every step of the process, I'm able to come in and document this and share with you guys so that you can learn from it. And so that's what I do here today. And so we're going to do a quick little recap every single Tuesday, coming live, doing a 7-day recap, and then we do a month-to-date recap at the end of every single month. So that's what we're going to do here live. Now, if you are checking in, if you are watching live, go ahead and let me know what market are you in, what do you do, and what offers do you sell? Maybe if you're a copywriter, funnel builder, marketer, feel free to drop that below. Would love to know. And yeah, let's get into it. So this is our update from last Tuesday till now. We'll just break it down, and then we'll go and talk about winning ad structures and things like that at the end. And then I'll just kind of give you a raw reality of what's going on. So going back to recap, right now we're running 2 ad accounts. And so we have 2 ad accounts because one ad account is running straight big caps on our CBO. The other ad account is where we were doing ABO to start. And then we have a scaling CBO inside that campaign that's doing bid caps. So we have big caps all in one account. Then we have another account that has ABOs, no big caps, that's also winners running. And then inside the other one, which is this one here, this is the mix, and this one's the only one that's big caps. So in the last week, we spent $17,000 on this ad account, and then we spent $2,600 on this one. Right now, the last 3 days, we've spent about $3,000 a day. We had some that are up to $4,000. So we're slowly starting to ramp that up. You can see in our ad account, our current cost per purchase, which says ML right now. It's just our custom conversion event, is around $55. This one's $52. Our allowable is $60. So our allowable CPA, meaning the amount we can spend to be at break even or not lose money, is $60. And so our CPA right now, our cost per results, are around $55. And our AOV hovers in right around $40 to $42. So that's been incredible. And really, there hasn't been any bottlenecks on the front end. We could double, triple our spend right now, but we're ramping up new sales reps. And so we are waiting to go aggressive with that. But the team has been doing an incredible job. I also want to shout out Jordan Duskowski and his partner, Chris, I don't know how I pronounce it. They helped us a ton with bid caps. And so I think our biggest breakthrough in the last week is just realizing the power of bid caps, the ability to go in and test different bids, doing either 1.2, 1.5, 1.7x our allowable CPA, and telling Facebook, here's how much we want to spend per purchase, is huge with a liquidation funnel, because then we can keep our costs within the range that we need it to be for it to work downstream. Okay. And so if you are interested in running big caps, again, Jordan Duskowski, his partner, are really good. There's other guys who teach big caps. Just ask Claude or something to do it. And also, if you guys are a part of our Ascension Offers certification, I'm going to have Jordan, his partner, come in and teach you guys how to do this too, and what we learned from them. So that's been awesome. So that's how much we spent in the last week. Again, from my credit card, our ad accounts, we have full ownership and control of this. This is not client money. These are real offers where every single day I have to look at my account and see this leave. And so it's been super fun to be pushing the spend here. Now, talking about the funnels, just so you can kind of see proof of the sales, because I know last time I didn't really have like screenshots of it. Right now we have 3 funnels. We have one funnel that is strictly for IG traffic, because we run a lot of meta ads. So if the ad's an IG, people click from your ads, your profile, and then they'll click the link there. So we have a link there as well. And so like 100% or like around 99% of the sales that come through the IG funnel are actually from ads, but they just click to the profile first. So that's why you have 3. And then these 2 funnels, this is our split test. So V2 has a split test, which we're currently testing an upsell actually on this one. And then this one is just the other one. So we split the traffic to like actual individual funnels, so it's not messy together. So you can see all of that data there. But if we zoom in here, let me show you guys, you can see it. So on our IG one, we had 46 purchases come from there. Our average cart value is $36.87. So we only around $1,600 came from that. On paid traffic one, we had $6,000 and 411 come through the front end, and we had another 1,175 come through the upsell we added. The upsell is converting way below par where we want it to be. The last few days, it is up to 25%, so that's great, but it was super bad to start. So our average order value here, you can see it kind of varies, but it's around that 35-ish range. So we had 185 orders there. And then our other V2, we had 187 orders, and our 7,000 came from this. And we did 38. So you can see like 7,000, that's 13, 14, and then 16-ish from there. And we spent a little over 19. So we're at like a 0.7, a 0.8 return, which is awesome, which means when we put $1 in before the high ticket, we're getting we're getting like $1 in, we're getting about 70 cents back, which is incredible. So that's been great. Now, on the sales side, sales has been our biggest bottleneck. We had an issue where we had a closer in who was not doing good. So we had 3 closers. One got sick. One had other stuff come up. And then we So he was still taking some calls, but only at night. And then our one closer was taking majority of the calls, was so far below like below our standards for closing. He was converting like so low. His DPL was like $200, $300 when everyone's is like 1,000. So it was really tough because like we either scale back spend and kill the momentum, or we keep sending it through and hope that he gets some closes in. And he did get some in, but it was just not good. So our biggest bottleneck is for sure sales right now. We just hired 2 new closers. Our other closers are doing great. So we just got to wait till they ramp up more to see it get back to KPI. And by KPI, I mean we want them over $1,000 DPL. We want the conversion rate over 20%. Mainly DPL is what I care about, though. So you can see here we had a $5,000 sale on this was it was yesterday. $5,000 sale on February 10th. Another $5,000 sale. And then we had today, we had one right before this, literally like 10:59. We got another PIF here today, which was awesome. So that was literally today. So we are at 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 on the back end. So full funnel, we spent 19. We made around 16 in this. And then we did about 20 on the back end. So that's been great. Great week for sure. Now, just a report for our master tracking. If we zoom in here, you can see just more of the stats. So we had, these are front end units coming in days for 19, 27, 48, 77, 90, 67, and 56. Those are sales. You can see our conversion rates for order bumps and upsell. You can see we added the upsell here. Again, very low below KPI. Definitely want the team to change the page. I kind of gave them free will to add in their page and didn't critique much of that there yet because I wanted to see what they could come up with, but I know there's a ton we can improve there. And you can see just like the cash we're getting each day. This is the total cash we're getting on the full funnel on the front end. So we're at a 0.79, 0.5, 0.5, 0.65, 0.2, 0.8, 0.7. This is just on the front end. Our AOV for the different days, how much we lost on ads. This is our CAC and our net CPA. We had some crazy days where we're only spending $3.23 to get a customer, then 7, then 12. That is awesome. So like the more we're spending, our net CPA is going down, and our net per cost per call is $36. Bro, y'all are spending $300, $400, $500, and with a low ticket call phone, we're spending $36. And so many of you guys will still see this math and decide to keep running the funnel you're running. It's disgusting. So if you want to know how to build a low ticket call funnel, I've done multiple live streams teaching us exactly how. Go watch those. Go build your low ticket call funnel and stop waiting. Oh, it's too hard. Low ticket attracts low quality buyers. Oh, they want to wait to go through the low ticket offer. They're not going to join the high ticket. It'll cannibalize my back end. All these excuses, my live stream will absolutely destroy. And hopefully these like just prove it. So you can look at that. Imagine spending we spent on this day. We spent over $3,000 in ads, and we only lost $600. You would spend $3,000 on a VSL funnel and be the red for like 7 days until you get a close. I'm too scared to scale. Then use a low ticket funnel, bro. You'll have bigger balls. Because you won't be as afraid. So then I went into Motion, which you guys never done. Motion is a great AI tool. I had to audit what video creatives are doing well right now in our account. So our winning ads right now are expert-led educational demos. So the vast majority of your spend and engagement is concentrated in video ads, where a credible expert demonstrates the techniques, debunks a common misconception. These aren't polished brand videos. They feel like someone pulled you aside to explain something you've been getting wrong. The energy is what's stopping the scroll. The strongest performers, the styles use a myth-busting narrative where the expert challenges conventional wisdom, then introduces a counterintuitive alternative. People stop because they feel called out by doing the wrong thing. They stay because the correction feels specific and actionable. So in health, it's big to be like, here's what you're doing wrong, throwing stones, here's how to do it right. So these are one of our winning ads. So that's what I love about these recaps, guys. I'm literally like, take this angle and bring it to your ads. This is what's working right now. Problem first framing across both image and video creatives that earn the most engagement lead with the problem, not the product. The narrative arc is always, here's what's broken, here's why the config doesn't work, here's what actually works. This 3-step act structure is consistent across your top performing creatives by CTR. The static images that frame a specific physical issue with visual evidence. are driving the highest click-through rates. The third one is UGC production style. Every video in the account follows a UGC style format, direct to camera, minimal production, no, real person delivery, no voiceover or B-roll, no heavy motion graphics. The tone is conversational and authoritative, not salesy. This is working because it feels like content, not an ad, which lowers the viewer's guard. The other one is split screen / visual as evidence format. The newest creatives that combine an expert speaking in one frame with an anatomical visuals or demonstrations in another frame are showing strong early thumbs up rates. This format gives viewers two reasons to stay: the authority of the speaker and the visual proof of the concept. So those are the 4 winning ad structures that are currently crushing. This is based on which ones generated the most sales. So you guys can take that brief and go apply that to your offer and your market and see what's cooking there, and you can take that and use that. So yeah, that's what's really going on in the account. Trying to think what else we're working on. Oh yeah, we obviously are doing our weekly webinars. So I do a webinar for all of our low ticket buyers every single Tuesday. So that's tonight. We have, so like think about it, all the people who buy the low ticket offer, we auto register them through a event to a Zoom call. So if you buy, you're auto added to a weekly call on Tuesday, which is our onboarding call. And so we have, let me check how many people we have here. Here, I'm going to check how many people we have signed up for this week's webinar. But one of the biggest things is every single Tuesday, we have a massive influx of calls because I do a webinar and get people to book on a call. So right now we have 313 buyers. 313 buyers signed up for a webinar. All right, I got to add this to this doc here. 313 buyers signed up for a webinar where I'm going to get them to book a call with our sales team. And on average, I book like 50% of the attendees. So we'll probably have like 50-ish show, 60 show. And so I'm really excited about that. So that's been a huge lever that we've done for low ticket is you run a weekly activation webinar, and I have my expert and guru on as the expert. And yeah, so we have 313 buyers signed up. There's proof right there. And it's going to be great. So that's been a huge, huge plus with so many buyers coming in. Now think, when we get to 150 units a day, that means every week we're going to have, think about this, all right? Let's say we have 150 units a week. That'd be 1,050 people sign up for a webinar. Let's say 20% of them show. That's 210 people on a webinar every single week. If I keep booking 50% of them on a call, that's 105 calls just from the webinar. That doesn't include the 20% that are already booking and going through it. So that's been huge, where it's like every Tuesday, we're booking some of the warmest people onto the calendar because the guru's on, I'm on. These leads are like the best. And so that's been a huge, huge plus for what we're doing and what's been working well. So yeah, that's a weekly update. We're trying to figure out ways to use OpenClaw AI. We've cloned our expert. So we've cloned him. You can't do any motion really, but talking head, we've cloned him for hooks and for body. So we don't even have to have our dude film that much anymore. We've cloned his voice. Like this model, guys, of becoming a certified ascension officer is getting easier and easier with AI. Like before, it's like you have to have your expert or guru film, and then they'd be delayed and it'd take forever. It's like if I need creatives or VSLs, we can just launch it and just get it live without waiting for that, which is awesome. So AI has been a huge help, and the team is always developing new ways for that too. So yeah, but we'd love to answer your questions. We have a special guest who's going to be jumping on with us here today too, who's working for one of the largest offer publishing companies in the entire world. So that's going to be great. But feel free to drop your questions down below and I'll answer them. Operations, dope. What's up, brother? Good to see you. What percentage of customers are coming from cold versus organic? We only like none. We had, I think it's 95% of our traffic comes from cold. We don't do any organic promo. So cold is the way to go. It's measurable. What's up, Steven? That is freaking awesome. Who do you recommend to learn Facebook ads from specifically for AC funnels? My numbers are so far amazing, but I want to scale them efficiently. I just go learn from affiliates. So go look up like affiliates on YouTube or ecom people, or just ask Claude to teach you how to run big cap ads. But just pick one strategy and just rip it. Like that's, but mainly people I do is like Jordan Discowski, who I've done interviews with. You can go watch his videos on my channel. It's all the same, really, for every funnel. Did you ever done faceless? No, faceless is stupid. I think it's the dumbest thing. I think it's the worst idea. I'm heavily against it. I think it is the worst idea you can do. I will beat you with the face of my offer all day long with your crappy little faceless offer. The only faceless offers I've seen do well are scammy ClickBank offers. And even they have faces, but they're fake faces. So even the scammiest true faceless offers and faceless products, the only way they work is if they scam people and lie to people with a fake story and a fake personality. But everyone selling you faceless digital products is lying to you, acting like it's a scalable model, when the only true faceless offers I see running in info are ones that have deep fake Elon Musk and freaking Oprah, a fake storyline of a made up story, and crap like that. So it's like don't fall for that. Don't fall for that model. You can do faceless in other markets, not info, not digital products, but don't fall for that crap. And sure, you might get a few sales and this and that, but you're gonna have to lie, mislead, make up testimonials, do all these like crazy things versus having a real person who has a real result, who have a real case study, who can build trust with their audience. So, bro, don't do that. I think it's the dumbest idea. I will die on that hill. Someone please come to me and show me, a faceless offer with info, high ticket info that is cooking. And it's like, bro, don't. What's the split you do with non-biz op offers like in health? Are you saying like when I do publishing? When we work with our partners, we do a cut 70/30. So yeah, we do a cut that way where it's like, hey, we get 70/30. When you're testing new offer, how much spend / impressions do you need to be able to make a judgment whether to kill or keep an offer going? People have different rules of thumbs here and there. We more so look at we have a kill metric for our allowable CPA. So normally I think in days of 3, so I get like 3 days. And then if it starts aggressively doubling our allowable CPA, like if my allowable CPA is $60 and it's at 90, or, I'm going to cut it off. But I want to make sure it actually has like decent spend to it. So it's usually based off of our allowable CPA. I know Jordan, if you watch my interviews with him, he has a more like specific rule of thumb, but a lot of times it's like you'll know what's winning or not just based on what it's generating. Great presentation. What are you using for calling the expert, especially video? Sora is the last I heard our team was using. Yeah, Sora, and then 11 Labs for voice. Experience in automation consulting offer funnels. What's working? No. Usually automation consulting is just you go out, do cold outreach, one-on-one stuff, call funnels. No one's like, not really low tickets. You'd probably want to do like a low ticket. But the biggest issue is like people don't want to be a general offer. You have to like sell a specific process. So if you are going to do a funnel, you have to like sell them a specific outcome the automation does. Please explain a low ticket booking funnel. Is a low ticket then direct VSL paid call, then consultant call, soft sell, high ticket? Yeah, it's front end sales page, order form, 3 order bumps, book a call via seller, implementation call calendar, hard sell on the call to the high ticket offer. My YouTube videos, I break down exactly that. I have a whole course in the live videos and my YouTube channel on how to make one of these and actually show you one. Let's go back on stream. What's up, Oliver? Josh, how How effective do you believe building basic AI cloud skills, custom GPTs as a low ticket weighs into helping build out systems for a high ticket offering? Maybe re-ask that question. That's a little confusing. Can you retype that? Hi, Josh. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Raphael. Greetings from Brazil. I just partnered with a pediatrician. I'm looking for your advice on the best model to run an offer, putting babies to sleep. Taking care of babies is a good person to go look at. But I would do low ticket call funnel. Go watch my YouTube videos. I'm biased. I only do low ticket call funnels. The math always wins. So I'm not. You can't convince me to do a different funnel. So go watch my channel and do a low ticket call funnel. It works for every market and info. So I would just do that if I were you. Taking Kara babies. Taking Kara or Kara babies is a big person. Dun, dun. Hi, Josh. How are you doing? Doing great. Dun, dun. And again, just a little bit, we're going to have a special guest coming on to share some sauce. So it's going to be great. Got Caleb Kuechly. I'm saying his name right. Maybe not. We will see. Got Caleb Kuechly is crazy. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Hey, would you recommend a test when you're budget constrained, have some cash to invest, but need to be efficient with it? Yeah, I mean, there's no perfect rule of thumb. You kind of have to send it how much you can risk. Like, just decide how much are you willing to lose this month and then be okay losing it. Kind of going to the casino. How much are you willing to spend in the casino? You don't want to go in and be like, oh, what's the least amount I can spend? Go in and be like, hey, I can spend this much. So you're going to spend that much. And then the faster you spend, the more data you get. So it's like, obviously there's like a set CPA in a market. Like if let's say your CPA is $60 in your market, $60 in your market. Okay. That means if you want to get one customer, you got to spend $60. So you're spending $100 a day. No, you're probably only going to get one sale. So don't be like, it's broken, it's not working, I only got one sale. Bro, you're not spending enough. So if you want to get two sales in a day, spend $120, $150, right? So you just have to be aware of that. For a physical service business, no, it's strictly for info. When you say low ticket book a call funnel, is that low ticket book a call page right after the purchase? It's front end offer, 3 order bumps, book a call via sell, not on the thank you page, a forced via sell. They have to watch it. Application pops up at a certain point in the video. Then after they book a call confirmation, then they can go into the product. Hey Josh, I'm seeing these guys like effing rocking ads and then getting insane ROAS, and then there's guys putting money down the drain. I'm going as my last 7K. How do you keep yourself safe? Well, do you have a validated offer? Like part of it's like you don't want to be homeless, right? You kind of have to like you only want to spend as much as you're able to lose without freaking being homeless or dying. I mean, unless you put on a credit card, it depends on those risks you have. Like I'm not going to tell you what to do because some people are like, yeah, just send it and go crazy. For me, I just go into the month. It's like, all right, just like I budget any other expense, here's how much I'm going to run in ads. And then I do the math and I go through financial model and I say like, all right, here's what my allowable cost needs to be. So I know if I can make my return back. So I go look at like best case. So I look at worst case scenario, best case scenario, and then like dream case scenario where it's like the best freaking thing that you can imagine in the world going well. And I see like go on my math on that. And then I try to say like, hey, what's up, G? What's good?
Cooking, bro?
We got our guest
Are
here,
you live on
guys.
YouTube right now?
Yeah, we're on live on everything, bro.
On everything. Holy
We're going.
smokes.
You just jumped in. We're just chatting. I was answering someone's question. I'm curious what you think, but they're saying They're saying this, all right? And also, guys, this is Caleb. Caleb, what's up, bro? Caleb works for what we call New Reach, right? Not Agenta. It's New Reach. That's a publishing
Yeah.
company.
So
Explain
basically,
yourself.
yeah. What's up, guys? Sorry, I should have introduced myself.
No, you good. On me.
I am Caleb Keekly. I know my last name's Goofy. It's hard to describe. It's not
Is
as
it bad
easy
if
as
I called you Kuechly?
yeah, bro. Dude, everyone says that, and even Siri sometimes calls me like Caleb
Man, all right.
Gucci or
I'm so
something
sorry.
crazy. Like, and so
Kuechly.
yeah, I'm
Kuechly.
never escaping it, but it's all good. So yeah, but I'm kind of like an offer runner, offer owner. Started in the space a while back and grew a big real estate offer, and then we got that to what would that be like 8 million a year run rate, and then Nick Fisher was like, "Dude, we're hearing you guys on sales calls. You got to come over here. We're tired of competing with you." So yeah, joined New Reach. Now I'm head of go to market at New Reach. So my entire goal is to launch new brands. So there's kind of like the Pace ecosystem, and my goal is to launch brands around other platforms, maybe health and fitness, maybe financial services, maybe you know investing, or like we're looking at people that are like big celebrity names, that kind of thing to launch. So that's kind of the next steps. But hopefully it gives
Fire.
background. Where is everyone like watching from right now? Is it
I'm on YouTube, I'm on X, and I'm on Facebook.
sweet, bro?
We're everywhere. So we just got
Fantastic.
people kind of jumping in and out. We'll do some Q&A and just like chat. But yeah, Caleb's a G. We met at the Nick Fisher's event last year and then got along. Caleb's also a fellow believer. Just got engaged recently. Congratulations again. So
Yep.
bro's already winning at life. Nothing, no
I can't believe she
award.
said yes, dude. It was
Dude,
crazy.
man, I think it's pretty skill and offer to 8 million. I think that helped. And I'm joking, I'm joking. That's the biggest sell. She's like, hey, do you have a two comma club award? No.
Yeah, I
But
don't think she
bro,
does.
she's like, what do you do? So
Yeah.
Caleb's already winning, and yeah, we had a great time. So I was like, bro, jump on. So Caleb's a G, and so appreciate you being here, dog. But yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this question. All right, I want to see your thoughts, how you would answer this, because I have my initial thoughts. But can you see this on the screen?
Oh shoot, there we go. Okay. Hey Josh, I'm seeing these guys ripping ads. Oh shoot, it went away. There we go. And getting
There you go.
insane rise. Then their guys putting money down the drain. I'm going in with my last 7 grand. How do you keep yourself safe? Dude, that is such an open-ended question.
What do you do in that
So
situation though? Like, let's say it's that's like 7 grand, so you're homeless. 7 grand for the business, like, because that's a risky. Like, what do you do? You know?
yeah, I would want to know, like, is the 7 grand actually your last 7 grand? Or is it just like your business is kind of dwindling and that's all you got? So, man, let's take the position that it's just your business money. Um, oh, did I disappear?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay,
It's just you
sick.
on.
Sorry, I have like horrible service right now.
You're
Um,
good. You're chilling.
I mean, fixed expenses. What are your fixed expenses? Make sure you have enough in the bank for those. And then I would just like, what's your offer? What are you going to sell? It's like, this thing better be a banging offer because, but I mean, really, it's just about like in the Andromeda update, it's about creative messaging diversity. And it's just so like, how many different messaging angles can you hit your prospect, your ideal prospect with? And so, oh, he answered. Sweet. 7K for business, 1K for living. Cool. All right, you're gonna have to
I
put the
mean,
fries in the bag if you don't do it, dude. Worst case
I thought
scenario, you get a normal job.
Willie,
Like,
have you sold this offer before? Like, my thing is like, do we have a baseline metrics? If there's no metrics we can do like a financial model off, we can't really see best case, base case, like worst case scenario. But if like so it's validated, then it's like, okay, now do the math and see like how realistically how fast would you get a return? And if there's actually been sold, that's great. If you've never sold this offer before, I would say go sell it organically. And like my thought is organic to ads. So like instead of risking and being stressed, because ads are already emotional. Even with us, like where I won't like I have savings, I have money that coming in. even spending money now, it's still emotional. Like, do we turn it off or do we scale back? Do we this or that? So imagine how much worse it's going to be when you're at your last 7K. So you might turn off ads too fast. You might not keep them running. So my thought is like hustle organically to sell it, stack up like, even 3 months of ad spend or 3 months of emergency fund for yourself so that you can be risky with your ads and then go crazy on ads once you've validated it, because there will be this up and down. Ads will sometimes work right away, then dwindle off. Like it's like a casino, but it's more like an educated. Like you have the edge if you're a better marketer.
Yeah,
But
and disclaimer: this is not any financial advice from either of us. So,
I know I don't want some dude coming back and be like, "Yeah, I spent my 7K and I didn't. I got to work at McDonald's now." No.
yeah, I was gonna say
So
whoever Justin is, Justin, great shout, dude. If it's actually your last, 7 grand, like it's a decent amount of money to start with, but at the same time, bro, like you're gonna be posting organic content or doing, if that's kind of what you were thinking, right, Gavin? And then
yeah, you have to
on
outreach,
top of
organic
that,
content.
yeah, I would layer outreach in heavily. Just make your dream 100 list of like who you want to work with or who your clients would be, and like go find them and just outreach to them. Send like 2 or 3 looms a day that are really in depth. I don't really know what your service or product
Yeah, what's
is.
your offer, dude? What's your
Yeah, if
offer?
you could type that in, that would be fantastic. Because
Because
the
it
other thing
might
is
just
like
go.
if you don't have an ad account, then it's like shoot. Now I got to warm up the Pixel. Now I got to actually set up, and I need 7 softwares to actually put it together right. And so it's like you're gonna spend money on that. You're gonna spend money testing because it's cold traffic. So unless
Yeah,
you have an audience already, which would be
yeah,
cracked, you could just go after them.
yeah.
Cool. So
So we'll
I'm
see
working
what
with
he
YouTube
says
right
there.
now. Yeah, let's look at this one.
No, it's my answer. I'm so biased, Caleb, because we all have like winning structures and financial models that I like know work. So whenever people
Yeah,
ask you what funnel I should use, my answer is low ticket call funnel, front end offer, 3 order bumps, calendar, high ticket offer, downsells and payment plans that are not a good fit, and just rip that. That's it. But some
yeah,
people might say be a sell funnel. I don't care. Just like, but what would you say? What's your bullish funnel where you're like, dude, you are so confident on Caleb that you're like, this is the funnel I'd use to launch an offer. Just that
dude.
you are confident on.
Webinars, dude. That's like our bread and
Okay.
butter. So
There you
like,
go.
I mean, depending on how big the YouTuber is, like we expect to pull $1 million out of every webinar. So if it's less than that, like we kind of poop the bed a little bit. So um, I would say webinars just because there's no better trust building asset than being face to face with the creator. Literally what you're doing right now, like being live on camera,
Yeah.
talking to everybody. There's no better way to build trust fast than doing that, especially at scale. And then like we're also, I mean, it's just a different scenario. Like we're working with people who like we get like 20,000 people on a webinar. So it's like you can't even send that many people to a sales floor
Yeah.
because you will cap out your spots so fast. So the idea is like, you know, I would say you're talking to the low ticket goat right here, Christopher. So I would follow Gavin's advice on shoot, my lights just turned off.
You're good.
On the low ticket
It's
ascension model
I do
because
like webinars for sure. Like if you don't want to do high, if you're not doing high ticket and you're good at presenting on camera, the guru is. You don't want to build like there's constraints. You have to like design your dream business on how you want to sell it and how you want to fulfill it. Like I even called you yesterday and I was like, here's my constraints and how I want to sell it, how I want to fulfill it, and like what's the financial model that fits it. But
right.
most time for creators I'm working with, when I'm working like a service level or publishing, I stick to one. Similar to how you guys are like, it's webinars because then you can just repeat it over and over again. And it gets better and better. So
Yeah, and like to me also in 2025, dude, like VSL funnels and like call funnels are basically like they're just cleanup. They're for
yeah,
people that have seen your stuff and that are interested and they're just like ready to buy something because you can't really okay, I shouldn't say that. You can scale into cold traffic on a VSL
hmm,
call funnel.
yep,
I just think it's more effective in 2025 to get in front of a lot of people and sell them all.
hmm,
Um,
one to
like
many.
Blog is a great example of someone who has done the call funnel super, super freaking well. And I think he's an outlier because of it.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so I would say that the call funnel is good. The low ticket ascension model, I think, trumps the call funnel. And then I would say like webinars are up there somewhere.
For me, even with my low ticket call funnels, we do a weekly webinar with it. And so
Oh, so
like,
you're like cleaning up anyways.
yeah, you do clean out. Like I still love webinars, but it's like acquisition is low ticket because the math makes the most sense. Like think our net CPA right now, like your yesterday was $12. All right. So we had like 50 people come like $12. So then they all get auto registered to a webinar, which is included with their purchase. That's live.
Mhm.
So technically it only cost me that $12 to get that like a webinar sign up. And then what's nice is everyone on that webinar has an AOV of already giving us $40. So now you have a webinar full of people who've already given us $40, which is like a VIP ticket if you were to do like a challenge. And so
Right.
like the webinars aren't as salesy, they're more onboarding. And then we're still cleaning up. So right now we have 213 people signed up for our weekly webinar. And what like if I were to run it cold to acquire those leads, like what would you say is like an average cost per lead for a webinar registration 2026 in like BizOp or whatever market you know?
Yeah. It depends, bro. It's tough because like everything that you do organically affects your paid traffic. So
True.
like if you're running a webinar, like are you running it to cold who've never seen you? Are you running it to retargeting? Are you running it to like a certain portion of your, segmented list or whatever? So it really depends. Like if you have a huge organic audience, bro, you might see like $1 cost per
Yeah.
registration or even
Super.
less. Like I know personally someone who got like a 50 cent cost per registration.
It's crazy,
Um,
bro. That's crazy.
yeah. At the same time, like if you're running it to cold, you're probably gonna see upwards of like 18, $20.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Yeah. So
it
that's the
just
thing, like
depends, like
18, like that's what I'm used to. Like if I'm doing cold, like smaller markets, like 12 or like 10 was like what I thought was good. And then again, that's like you're not liquidating that right away. So your whole and then show rate, like 80% of the people or 70% of the people won't show or see it. They might see the replay. So you're playing a numbers game for sure. But yeah, I
yeah,
still think like webinars and that like are the best for one to many. Overall, just like clean up and then low ticket call funnel for acquisition. Because
yeah,
like
like that's kind of how we roll with our stuff. Is like we view webinars as like big one time like influx of
yeah,
revenue, and then it's like the VSL funnel or the low ticket funnel or the ebook funnel or whatever you're doing is like constantly running in the background. Like it's always
mm,
cleaning up like the stragglers. It's bringing new people in maybe, but really
yep,
like they don't. We probably do like 20, 30 units off of the VSL funnel, and then we do like 350 or something off of the rest.
yeah,
So, I mean, you can scale it heavily like Clog does, but
yeah. You can't, and I feel like too, like, dude, back in the day, it was just like you could have a one funnel business, but now with how people engage differently in different pockets of the
yeah,
market, you can't really say you like. I always go into it. I'm like, dude, eventually, I'm gonna have a direct call funnel. I'm gonna have a quiz funnel. I'm gonna have a challenge funnel. I'm gonna have all the funnels because to scoop up the different pockets of the market, you need different acquisition sources. So for everyone
yeah,
watching this, don't just be like don't get in the mindset it's like trying to get one perfect funnel and you're only gonna have one funnel. It's like, dude, you're gonna have multiple funnels. So just go launch something and get started because you're gonna have to add more later, anyways.
yeah. Like I just like to think about the fact that people like to consume things in different mediums, right? It's
Yeah.
like painting, right? You can paint with oil painting, you can paint with watercolor, you can draw with a
Yep.
pencil, you can do crayons. Like people like different things, and so it's the same
Yep.
idea. It's like some people might like you and I talking on camera like this. Some people might like the webinar where they have the autonomy to book the call themselves. They might like
Hmm.
the low ticket where they get a taste of what you do before they actually buy, like the full high ticket thing. So
Yeah.
like they just want to consume in different manners. Like some people like YouTube, some people like short form, some people like email, some people like voice notes. Like there's 100 different things that people have a preference towards. And so if you think about like your total like SOM basically like serviceable addressable market, it's like
Yeah.
there's a pie chart of like this many people like the VSL funnel, this many people like the
Yeah.
webinar, this many people want Telegram voice notes or like something super random.
Yeah.
So like it's like, can I get the entire pie chart? And if so, how do I do it? Well, I need, 4 different funnels to run it. So
I agree. It's fire. What? Okay, wait. Here's one I got.
how to get rich really fast. I'm going to reframe this and just say that no one no one gets rich. It might seem that way, but the reality is that it's years and years and years of trial and error to get to the point where Gavin and I are. Like, if you go look at Josh's pinned post on Twitter, the dude has been trying this stuff for, what is it, Josh? 8 years
Yeah, I
now.
mean, I made my first dollar selling something online at 14. I'll be 24 next month, but like internet marketing from like info, yeah, it'll be like 8 years.
Yeah, and so like think about this: the highest paid people in the world, who are they? They're experts. They're
Mhm.
really, really freaking good at one thing. Like athletes, think about it. Like my cousin played in the NFL, and that's not to flex. I'm just saying, like he was
Nah,
really
man,
freaking
that's
good
fire.
at playing football, and not even just that, but at playing linebacker. Like that's the only thing he did. He wasn't a safety. He wasn't a quarterback. He wasn't an alignment. Like he was only good at that. Like Josh, he's so good at low ticket funnels. Like that's been your focus, and obviously,
Yep.
like your actual knowledge base exceeds that. But
Yeah.
like the highest paid people, the highest paid doctors in the world, they're all super hyper specialized, neurosurgeons or something like that. And
Yep.
so I guess my point is like pick one thing and focus on it. Like be actually the best at one thing. And if you commit to being the best at one thing, then you'll never be poor. It's not like your mindset shouldn't be like, how can I become, 10 million liquid in the next 5 months? That's just not going to happen unless you hit like a massive Trump coin play or something.
Yeah.
So I don't
Okay,
know.
so
What's your thoughts,
Will, you're
Josh?
doing AI automation. Definitely don't do ads yet. Then go sell one. Go do outreach. Go to your network. Grind that. Get a consistent 10, $15,000 a month. Stack a 3 month emergency fund. You can't sure, like I get the mindset of like go crazy ads, but something we are saying a broad AI automation, audit and consulting, where a ton of people are doing that. You're gonna get people more locally and connection and things like that. And I would validate what AI automation organically people want the most, figure out the process. Because then when you go through your ads, you're gonna have maybe you'll get a bunch of clients in the door, your fulfillment's gonna get capped, you can't even ROI. So if I'm doing an agency, it's always outbound, organic first, validate the service, build the systems, build a team. Then you push volume once the sales process is dialed in. But just keep that 7K as your emergency fund. And if your personal is like 1,000, dollars a month, that's dope. I wish my personal expenses were $1,000 a month. That's sick. But you
Yeah.
already have like a 3 month emergency, but you need to go get some recurring rev in the door before
Yeah, the
yeah.
cool thing, dude, about being in your position is why is this guy frame mogging? Yo, you talking about Josh or me?
Nah, bro, it's you. It's that jawline.
Oh,
You got
dude.
that Ryan Clog jawline, bro.
I think Clogs got me on that, to be honest. I might have him on like body fat percentage or something.
Yeah.
But Ryan, if you're watching, I love you, dog. Uh, what I was gonna say is the great thing about being in a position like Willie is that like it costs nothing to work your tail off. It costs nothing to do outreach all day, to make 100 phone calls a day, to do whatever you want to do. Gosh, my light keeps turning off.
You get, bro. It looks fine with it off too.
Anyways, it costs nothing to do that. It costs nothing to like just outreach, to make connections, to shake hands and kiss babies type of thing. And so like Josh said, I would save it, bro. Like just do that. Work on your communication skills, your people skills, and
Mhm.
try to just sell it in person. Oh, not in person, but like by
Yeah, I
yourself.
mean, because
Because
it's
if you
like,
can't
what if
sell it by yourself, there's no way you can sell it on ads.
yeah, dude, you got to and then get reps and results, and who knows, maybe that because AI automation audit, you're probably saying like, I can automate everything, and it's like, bro, you can't just go ads and say, I'll automate everything. They want to know a specific thing. Now, if you want a really good offer right now, so what you go do is go sell people that you'll set up their open claw for them, and like get it set up. That'd be a dope offer. So if you can do that, you got to find specific processes that are trendy to get set up for people, and sell that, ride the trends, and then upsell the custom stuff.
Yeah, and a little bit deeper than that, like if you want to get really saucy with it, then make sure whatever you're implementing has an effect on marketing and sales in
Yeah,
some way.
facts.
Not fulfillment, not operations, not finance, none of that stuff, because marketing and sales is the only thing that touches the money. And when you touch the money, then you can charge percentage of the money or profit share, NOI share, whatever you do. That way you can scale with your client versus having to go chase new clients every month.
Yeah. That's,
All right, Josh, answer. Oh, I can't click on them.
wait, what is it? This one or a
Yeah,
different one?
I think you should answer that one, bro.
4 months. Oh, okay. 4 months. Oh, dude, easy, bro. This is easy. All right, let me tell you. Well, okay, so I need to get to $10,000 a month in 4 months. Just 1 month at 10,000, or when? Is that it? I have
The
4
10K
months to
profit.
get like
Let's get this straight here. 10K
okay,
profit.
10K profit in 4 months. I have 4 months to do it, or I have to do it 4 months like in a row. What's my constraints? What's
I
the
think it's
challenge?
in the next 4 months, meaning like by 4 months you're at 10K profit a month.
All right, so I need to, on average, every single month, I need to add like, I mean, it won't be even, but let's see.
Like two and a
Is
half
it
K profit, basically.
okay? So I need to add a two and a half retainer, 4 months in a row. I can, yeah, and an average client would probably stay for 4 months if you're doing agency. Done.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm finding. Here's what I'm doing. Like you said, marketing and sales, lead gen. I'm generating people leads, and here's what honestly what I would do is I would do a mid-ticket SMMA. So I think the mistake most when I started out with SMMA is I did. And again, this is assuming I wasn't an expert. If I could do info, then I would, if I was an expert at something, but I'm assuming I'm dumb and I'm just learning a service. So
You call this guy dumb, bro? Come on.
I'm assuming I'm a nobody and I have nothing about clicking buttons. So I'm going to go to a mid ticket agency, $500 a month retainer, and I'm going to go to people and I'm going to go to local businesses and I'm going to just I'm going to do email, cold calling, in person network. And I'm going to just do a mid ticket because if I don't have results or testimonials, getting a local business to justify 25, that's a ton. So I would go do that home service industry. I would do $500 a month retainer. And then I would do like stack that up and just do simple Facebook meta ads to their business. And on the back end, I would then upsell automation, websites, and other go high level stuff that I can just plug and play. And that's my service I would pick and what I'd start with. So that's one path. You can also do like, I know one dude who's doing like SEO stuff and he does like, oh, free Google My Business and free, like he does like a lead magnet for that. And then he builds rapport and then he upsells them like pay per call or pay per lead type thing. So you could do that. But I grew up in the SMMA space. So I'm like, oh, let me just go to a business, offer a really cheap retainer that's easy to fulfill. Then they're not stressed or like talking what you're doing. And then they stay longer. And then I would just stack up a bunch of retainers there.
Yeah, and
So
also in answer to your question, I think your name's Karan maybe or Karen. I'm not sure how to say it.
Karen, we got Karen.
Usually in that scenario, you'd have your clients pay for ad spend. So they would set their ad budget and then you just run them.
Yeah. So I'm just arbitrage. I'm selling my time. If I'm starting and I need to get money in the door, I'm selling something where I can do my time, sell my time and not like have to invest any money. Like I want to trade my time because I want profit. So I don't want any expenses other than maybe go high level.
Yeah.
100,000 a month. All right.
100K a
I'm going
month.
to go. What would you do? That's such a big first year. Like there's so many steps. Like
What do you say? Sorry, you cut out.
like 100 it's funny like what you get to 10K, like it's the same thing, you just do more of what got you to 10K but you just do it 10 more times, 10 times that, or you increase
Yeah,
your prices
but I will say
higher.
it's not a linear scale. Like it's a exponential scale because you do have to hire, you do have to
Yeah.
build, you do have to like have some systems in place that you might
Yep.
be able to kind of just raw dog when you're at 10K a month. Like you might be able to cold call a business, like a local business, 100 times, not one business, but excuse me, like local businesses
Yeah.
100 times a day to get to 10K a month. But like that's not really scalable, right? Because then you need to build an outbound team, and then you need to actually set appointments and book calls and all that kind of stuff. Dude, I guess the question here is like, do you have a consistent offer, or like, are you at 10K a month, or are you at 20, or are you at zero? You have no offer, you have nothing. I'm gonna assume you have nothing and take the harder route because the hardest thing to do is get to 10K a month. After that, it's just more of the same. Double down on what works. If I needed to make 100K per month, I think I would sell to businesses. I would sell what Josh said, open claw setup for 15K, and I would set up their.
Okay.
I would buy their Mac Mini and I would deliver it in person and set it up and show them how to use it.
And then
15K,
you
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 get you get 10
you
sales,
also
dude.
get
It's
to pick
150K.
you pick your you get to pick the employee that you're gonna replace for them too while you're there. What do you do? Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
actually
sorry.
deleting your job right now.
Yeah, you're done, bro. I'm so sorry.
Dude, even now
Oh,
as I think about it, like at scale, you could charge like 30K and you could do
yeah,
all of that,
bro.
and then you could place an AI data science person.
Mm.
And it could be
Yes,
remote.
like
So
an
you could
operator.
train. So, oh, dude, even better. You make offer, a job offer on how to become an AI data integrator. Boom.
Yep.
Sell it on a webinar, train them on how to do it, how to set it up. Then you go to businesses and you charge them 30K to set up OpenClaw on their Mac Minis and all that stuff, whatever they need. And it can be variable because depending on how many Mac Minis you need, like, if they want 10 OpenClaw Macs running, it's going to be, 60K or something. So then you can place the AI data scientist in their actual offer and business and actually increase their revenue and productivity. That way, it's like you get money from both ends, dude. Easy offer. Someone should
The
run that
other
right now.
way, if you're an existing copywriter, funnel builder, marketer, you have some reps, things like that. My other, if I'm a newbie, that's what I would do. But if you already been in this game for a bit, I'm gonna say publishing because you can
Yeah.
arbitrage existing product. I can outsource sales, and I can handle marketing, and then just connect it and like assemble. But that's like, again, if you're more so in the trenches for a little bit. Because as a newbie, I don't know if operating a company and like leading a company outcomes as a beginner is something that works the best. That's why I'm not a fan of shadow operating for newbies or all these things for newbies.
Yeah, if you have some experience and you're maybe at like 10K a month, or maybe you're 5 to 10 to 15, I would go take a leadership class on how to lead people because as soon as you can get people to buy into your vision, I actually have a reel coming out about this, I think today or tomorrow,
Mm, okay.
how important it is to be able to get people to buy into your vision. If you can't do that, there's no way you're getting to 100K a month. There's no way you're getting to 500 or a million a month because that requires team, and team requires people that are actually bought in and feel like their work matters. And yeah, so Josh, I think that's actually one of your skills, dude. It's just
With
leadership, and
what?
I think it's like gathering people under a common
Mm.
goal.
Yeah, assembly. Like I realized something
Yeah,
like Alan always taught me is like I was like, oh, I don't really want to be the best a copywriter. I don't want to do this or that. Like I just struggle with like these identities. And then he was like, just be an assembler. And that kept really broad. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, okay, I master assembly. What's next? He said, then you master quality control. So my mind when I wake up, it's like to make money, I need to assemble people or softwares. And then I need to create systems to quality control it. And for me to quality control, I need to know what quality looks like. So I need to be
hmm
learning and taking in data and communicating with other people. So when I wake up, I have like actually made this thing for myself. I'm just gonna find it on Canva. I printed it out, but where is this? Canva. Oh yeah, here you go. It's kind of like the Sam Ovens, like only four things to work on type thing. Like, have you ever seen that? I think Nick uses it.
yeah. The best thing I found from Sam Ovens that Nick put me on was his Alchemy of Self.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So like for me, everyone on our team we have our own, but for me it's like know the numbers, that helps me quality control, cast vision, that's leadership, increase LTV, that's like find like that's more so like how can we increase LTV down the line, new products, new upsells, pretty much money over time, and then find new profit level levers. That's pretty much LTV as well, but it could be like new funnels. Do we need to add a weekly webinar? Do we need to add this or that? So every day I wake up, that's what I focus on. And I just have this where it's like have complete clarity on the revenue, cast vision for the team, where we're going, helping the team see beyond their current limitations so they can execute at a higher level and align their daily actions with the bigger mission, increase customer LTV, intentionally create more value for the customers over time through new offers, back end selling, strong branding, and transformational experiences. So every buyer stays longer, spends more, and naturally ascends our ecosystem. And then identify and activate hidden opportunities through pricing tweaks, offer improvements, upsells, partnerships, efficiency gains, etc. So like my friend is telling me, he's like, oh, you should do lists or go after like pull lists for in the health market and do like a JV. And I was like, oh, that could be a new profit lever. Let me start exploring that. I go explore that while my team focuses on the main thing. I can go off and mess around and do different things. They're keeping the main thing, so nothing breaks. And then I come bring stuff back if I feel like it's going to be a guaranteed or I have more certainty it's going to cook. So then these are questions I like ask myself. And so yeah, that's kind of what I do. So I'm assembling and that quality control, and then that's it. So I wake up. Those are the four things I have to do. If I do those four things every single day, then the company moves forward.
Yeah,
But when I first started, my four things like write copy, build, like it was so much different. So
yeah, dude,
different.
that's beautifully said. I like the way you have that laid out. I've always thought about it in terms of lead, manage, coach, remove. So lead, am I worth
Mm,
following? Am I someone that someone can look to for consistency and clarity? Manage, that's the quality control that you talked about. Coach is how can I help people get better at what they do? Whether that's like helping them, buying, a course for them to go through, or
yeah.
whether it's getting them training, whether it's me training them myself. And then remove
Yep.
is just remove blockers. So I always ask my team, like, hey, what blockers do you have that like is stopping you from being more productive, or putting more out, or like stopping or slowing you down? And then my job as a leader is to remove as many of those as possible. So
That's fire. I like the training. That's so true. Like what I'll do too is uh I'll assemble even people to come in and coach. Like I'll build relationships with people, and like since I have relationships, they'll come in and like just audit our stuff or help our team. And so like one of the biggest levers for me and my team values me because I'll go out and like bring in people that they would normally never have access to so that they can learn from them. So they're being a part of Offer Publishing Press,
mhm.
they staying means they get access to the people I bring in. So that's one way you can like coach them to. It's not even you. It could
Yeah.
be someone else. But I have to go out there and like build those relationships. And like I went to a company that is in an adjacent market to us, and they wanted to pay me for consulting, but instead I was like, hey, I'll just do it for free. But then your CMO has to come consult
Yeah.
my team. And so then like they were kind of like a little starstruck because they really love this offer and they're like, oh. And so like to them it's like, wait, what? Like they get to see behind the scenes, and then I'm doing free work to like do that. So it's like you can assemble outside of your company too, people to come in. So
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's an amazing way to keep people around. I think it's just like the concept of community is really lost nowadays. But like, dude, think about like 100, 200 years ago. Like people lived in villages and they relied on each other for everything. Like literally the food that they needed to survive. And nowadays it's so segmented with all of, social media and like even just the
yep,
way that, families operate nowadays. But I think that building a community where people feel like they're loved and known and heard, like as weird as it sounds, like that also keeps people. Like sometimes it's not even the money. They don't even care. They just want to be part of a community. And that's
yep,
that's also
yep,
true for the info product itself or whatever you're selling.
yep,
Okay, sorry, I'm skipping, but
exactly.
there's great questions in here, dude.
All right, food fry. What do we got? Okay, so Best course is from media buying. I don't know. I've never taken a course. I usually just like ask someone to do a call with me or ask what someone else is doing, and I copy them. So what's we're cooking really is like bid cap. So ask Claude how to run bid cap CBO campaigns, like a chat affiliate marketer, and then listen to whatever it says. Um,
Mark builds
let me
brands,
see
maybe.
here. Yeah, he's really good. I just copy ecom. I think at that point, just go publish an expert. Like, go be a publisher. I don't know, like selling a
Yeah.
VSL funnel because like that's a pretty basic. I was like, yeah, I was selling VSL funnels to info people like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Like that was when it was like new, and then everyone had templates for it. Then it was like the 5 minute VSL, and now people rip like Bloom video VSLs. Like there's not much like moat to build a VSL funnel, like for at least for organically and stuff. So I don't know. You can, but you're gonna be in a red ocean for sure.
Dude, for the
What do you
people that
think
are
though?
watching, describe what a moat is to them if they don't know. I don't know who's watching, like what kind
A
of people
what?
are, but what's a moat? You mentioned like there's not really a moat there. What does that
Oh,
mean? And why should people care?
yeah, like a barrier to entry. Like back in the day, like what happens is like there's a romantic side of the market where there's something new and not many people know how to do it. So it's like open claw. There's a moat right now between people who know how to set up open claw and don't. But then the moat could be destroyed if someone builds a one-click installation process where you click a button and it self installs itself. So then going and selling open claw, there wouldn't be much of a moat to do that because the business owner could one click and install it. So VSL funnels, they've been around forever. We have Claude that can write VSLs now. They can actually do the face of the VSLs. You could like, there's so much I could do. So I'm thinking like, okay, when I'm competing and going out there into the market, not so much as their competition, but like, is this perceived as something that's hard for the business owner to do so I can charge more or justify my transaction versus not? So like with low ticket call funnels, a lot of people pay a lot for that from me because they like to do a low ticket call funnel, you have to optimize the front end, the order bumps, the book a call, the back end selling systems, the webinar. There's multiple steps. And so although it's harder for me to build, there's more moats because not no one really wants to face that issue. So business owners would be more likely to throw money at me to do it. So for a VSL funnel, I think if you went out and let's say you could like clone them with AI and you say you don't have to film anything, and so then you remove that and you're like, we'll do unlimited variations and hooks and tests. Then it's like, oh, cool, you're gonna do an AI VSL funnel for me. I don't have to film it. You just clone me once. Now I'm like, that's cool. That's different. So if you did that, that'd be fine. Now, if you don't have moat, meaning it's very red ocean, there's a lot of competition, you don't have that gap, the barrier to entry is low, you have to undercut the market by either going with a performance deal or very cheap. So that's why I say maybe go to an expert who doesn't have a VSL funnel, who wants to get into info, build them a VSL funnel as a performance deal where you get a cut of every back end deal that gets them, launch that to their organic audience, run ads to it, and essentially be a growth operator or offer publisher and do it that way. And that's if you're not doing anything unique with your VSL funnel, that's what you should do. Because like just going to sell a VSL funnel, like you're gonna have to find like think about your total addressable market as someone who doesn't have a VSL funnel, knows they need one, hasn't already worked with somebody else. It's just not the same. Like literally like 3, 4, it was like COVID when I launched an offer done for you VSL funnel in 7 days. Like, and that was like cool and
Yeah.
hype. And it's like, that's been years, dude. Like, that's been around. Like, I jumped off that trend a long time ago.
Yeah, like I think I've seen a guy who's running like
So,
a ad to I think the hook is like this VSL script will sign more clients than something like that. And so it's worth it to use that as like a lead magnet potentially to get people into like maybe growth operating or whatever, like
yeah.
Josh said. But yeah, I don't think that selling it standalone is worth your time at all.
Yeah, there's literally a dude who's running like $97 done for VSL. It's like, that's your
Yeah,
competition. That's when you know the market's chopped.
market's chopped. That's a new one, bro.
That's how you know it's over. It's done for.
Cool. How do you evaluate fulfillment partners? I would just think about like, what's your opportunity cost? Have you done the math on what it would look like to fulfill yourself versus what it would look like to pay it? So like the math is probably the first thing, and then just remember that any fulfillment partner you pick is a direct reflection on you and your team. And so depending on what your service is, like it has to be a service obviously because you're fulfilling on something. Depending on what your service is, like that could really matter a lot. Like if you're getting, you know, clients like local service businesses and you're saying that you're going to run their ads and then you're just outsourcing it to someone else, like it's a dangerous game to play because you're in the middle and you're on the chopping block if that other agency does something wrong. So it's a little dicey. I think it really depends on what you're doing. But Josh, is there a world where like you would outsource fulfillment? I haven't really heard of many people doing that.
To what? Like what type of fulfillment?
Well, that's kind of like what I was saying is it really depends. Like I guess if all your fulfillment is like, hey, follow this roadmap, we're gonna check in with you and make sure that you're doing all the modules here, like an info product, then you could have a VA that just checks in daily and says, hey, Josh, where are you at in the roadmap? Did you get your task for yesterday done? Like that's fulfillment, I guess, of a sort. Um, Nowadays we've got like AI bots trained on the creator or the brand visionary that can
Yeah.
answer a lot of that stuff. So it really depends, but maybe you could drop in the chat like what your fulfillment looks like right now or what the actual service is.
My favorite thing is just like poach people. I'll get them from certain memberships or masterminds, but I know the training's good, or I'll poach them. So like, I think the best place to go get fulfillment people is from Nothing Held Back because they're just like freelancers who are deep in the trenches, watching hours of calls and like mentally masturbate to that kind of info all day long and they love it and they need
Yeah.
an opportunity to go apply it. So I know that type of person who's sitting on calls all day long, just learning isn't necessarily someone who doesn't go out and like go build their own business in a way and take that risk, but they want to apply it. They more so love learning and implementing. So go assemble that type of person. Alan actually did a call on it. He's like, it sounds bad, but it's kind of real. He's like, there's $10,000 a month mindset people and there's a million a month million a month mindset people assemble $10,000 a month mindset people into their businesses. And the $10,000 a month people are happy to be assembled into a business because all they want are finances like a nice salary and getting paid and doing that. They're not trying to take the risk to do a million a month. And so it's like, even some of my friends I've had to tell them, I'm like, dude, like you don't really have that like risk taking entrepreneurial mindset. And they're like, yeah, true. And they love having just a secure job, but they get paid a
Yeah.
set thing. They're not doing lead gen or fulfillment. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I'm a terrible employee. I need to be assembling. I'm a terrible, terrible employee. So like, I'm just not like that. So go find $10,000 a month people, pay them $10,000 a month, or again, what they want, what they desire to keep them there, and then get someone like that. Don't go hire an entrepreneur. Don't go hire someone who wants to start their own business or has like what they want to do. Like if you, I like to ask them like, yo, like what's a business idea you've thought of before that you like you would love to do in the future? If they give you anything, nah, don't get that. Don't work with them. Trap them. Gotcha.
That's so
Get out of my office. That's what I say. No, I'm joking. But
that's
my
so
rule,
funny.
like back in the day, dude, I'd outsource like for me, biggest thing I outsource is design, frick design. I'm not going to do design. First thing I outsourced. Then it was copy. Now AI does that. Sorry, copywriters. I'm never hiring another copywriter again. It's the worst hire. No copywriters are needed. Done. It's over. And then video editors are big. So I think for me, like the biggest leverage, like video editors, like designers, that type of creative thinking. And then media buying, sure, but the media buyers they follow a formula and turn the ads on and off. Like, but I more so want a creative strategist who's like looking at ads and coming up with new variations. But AI can do that. So like, I can go to Motion. What's our best ad? Spin up new things. So why do I need a creative strategist? Like, I need a quality controller who knows what good ads look like and make sure good ones are going out. But like, I don't. I think it's design, video editing, sales are the biggest things I'll outsource, and then the creator does products. I assemble them, so I don't need product. And they have CSMs; they handle that. So I'm like, what would I outsource?
Yeah, I agree. It's tough
What?
because if you're gonna build something real, then you want to build it in house.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, but I also I tend to kind of disagree with the whole like don't hire entrepreneurs thing because I think that eventually you get to a point of expertise and just like size that entrepreneurs, they might be doing, you know, 500K a month, but if I'm over here doing 10 million a month and they want to be a
Nah,
part of it,
nah,
like
nah.
I think there's levels to it. So like
I don't. I mean, like someone who wants to like. You want to find someone who's like likes the comfortability and just wants like master one thing versus like, dude, if you were a $10,000 a month person, you would not have left the offer that I was doing a year. You would have stayed there, nurtured it, and grown it, and like you would have entertained. But you want a new, exciting, grow relationship. You're relationship driven. You want to be with other people. That's. I'm not gonna like for. I want an operator who's not gonna jump to their company, and is just like maybe for a little bit, but I would know that the time is ticking, and they're gonna go somewhere else soon, and that's okay. And I'd like take advantage while I can. But it's like people know they bring me in. Like I tell them, like
well,
you're
call
not
me
gonna.
crazy, bro, but like if you offer them a good enough opportunity to grow with you, then they won't leave.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fair. Maybe. Yeah, I guess.
Like why did I leave? Because I got offered something like that.
That's true. That's true.
So
That's
like
true. That's true.
I
You would
that's
have more growth in that in this, and but it's like,
I think that
but when
like
it comes to like a media buyer or like one of those roles, you don't really want to hire someone who's like has this vision to like I want someone else to master that craft and they get like dopamine like mastering and like nurturing something and they wake up and they're proud of like
right.
that work, I guess.
Yeah, there's definitely like role based hiring that really matters. But the other thing is you don't want to hire like for instance, if I'm gonna delegate like a COO position for like a $20 million a year business,
Yeah.
I literally can't get a person that can do that for 10K a month.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I know you're not giving for 10,000. I'm just saying the
Well,
mindset, like,
yeah, yeah, but I guess like I want my COO to not only operate but grow, right? So like
yeah,
I think about like Elon Musk, right? Think about how many of his competitors he literally poached them. Think
yeah,
about this, bro. General Electric or GE Aerospace, um, when they were like number three or something in the country, they were like, "Well, what do we need to do to be number one?" Well, it's very simple. Let's just hire the CEOs of all the other companies. And so what they did is they hired all the CEOs of the other companies, and they said, "You know what? We're going to give you a fat salary, and we're going to give you after you retire because all the CEOs are older. After you retire, we're going to give you a pension for the rest of your life." Get this, dude. They took out insurance policies on these guys' lives. And so they paid them a pension for until they died. And when they died, they got all of that money back from the insurance policy. And so it's just a great example of like, I think at least personally, the best entrepreneurs and the best businesses in the world poach entrepreneurs and really high earning people because they have such high agency. And like if I hired you, bro, I would never have to check in with you
yeah,
because I know that you're like a achiever. Like you just go do things. And like obviously,
yeah,
we have once a week sync or whatever, and it's like cool. You made $2 million this week. Sick.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
hire someone who's like low agency. But I agree like in the fact of it's position based. So like
yeah,
yeah, you
sure.
don't want your core team like you either incentivize them to grow with you by giving them a percentage or like a bonus structure that gives them the right idea, or because everyone has a ceiling, right? It's like some people don't want to make $10 million. Some people just want to make 800K. It's like okay, if I can give you a
Yeah,
200K and a 500K bonus every year, you're never gonna leave. That's all you want.
yeah.
So I don't know. I would be
I get
interested to
that.
see like some like really really um, big teams like what their CEOs would say about this. Um,
Yeah,
because it's such an interesting thing to think about. Like, would you rather buy someone sounds bad, but it's human capital, right? Would you rather get someone on your team that's never going to leave, but also they don't have an incentive to like perform, or would you take the risk on someone who's a super high performer but might leave if you don't incentivize them in the right way?
yeah.
It's an interesting dilemma.
And like either way, I think everyone has a price. Like I think anyone can get poached, no matter how much you think you're picking the right person.
What's your price, bro?
They could go.
You want to come
Me?
work here?
The only time I'd be a terrible employee. I'd be so bad. I'd have to have a role where I'm presenting, speaking. Like that's the only place I find my strength, or like leading the team. Like you put me in like an operating role at this stage of my life, I'm gonna crash out.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I think
crash
great
out for
leaders,
sure. Like,
dude, you are, but in a good way.
I
What's that
couldn't
one
do that.
thing
Like, but if you're like, hey
in the
Josh,
world?
come present for our webinars, like be like a Jason Flatland for like our webinars and come close. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I get to
I'll
talk all
go.
day long. Like, heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, like if I told you, dude, come close for our webinars, we have no way he's here. We have 200,000 people on the webinar. Josh is going to come on and close, and you get a percentage of sales. Would you do it?
No.
Well, you're just a hater,
Yes,
bro.
I'm 100% taking that, bro. I'm taking that. No, I'm joking.
Dude, I feel like it's an easy
What's up,
yes, no
dudes?
Ryan,
brainer. What's up, bro?
ready to kill. Your Wi-Fi is so laggy, Caleb.
Oh, I thought you were
I'm
going to say
so
me.
No, you're good. No,
How are we
Ryan,
doing? What are we chatting about?
we're talking. This is good for Ryan. Hires. All right, we're talking like when it comes to hiring people, my thought is like don't hire entrepreneurs into roles that are operating roles where they might want to like bounce and own their own thing. Like if you want someone like a media buyer, copywriter, creative strategist, editor, you'd want to make sure you're hiring someone who doesn't have the mindset of like taking risks, growing out, building their own thing. So you want in the trenches. What are your thoughts? Would you hire an entrepreneur like that? What roles would you? Would you not?
Yeah, you just have to have something big enough that it makes sense, though. So, like, I have lost that game and done exactly that and had somebody who was that type of mentality go and start their own thing. I've also had somebody else who left, who was an extremely talented person, to go work in another business that had a better leader, upline, bigger company vision, more aligned vision, all of that. So, like, it's not necessarily on like if you should or if you shouldn't. It's like, are you big enough to do it? Like you have to have somebody leading like you need to be the person leading the ship. The company vision needs to be big enough that it's like exciting, that it can make enough
Mm,
money to break them off, to like be in alignment more so than yes or no on do you
mm,
hire an entrepreneur? Because entrepreneurs are the best ever. Imagine if you just like, we say just get a sales agency for 20%, but what if you had a sales manager that was like an entrepreneur person and you were scaling to the moon and you never thought about sales again because the person handled it, or a CMO or
yeah.
a chief of whatever, or an X fulfillment thing, or a new branch in the company, and you want to start this entire division and they come from some other company and they take it. Like,
So it's more so volume, like at a certain volume. Once you can incentivize those people to maybe stay, be a
yeah,
part
but
of the
like
ship.
not even from volume stance. If you could be at zero right now, and four entrepreneur type people like come together and they just get a healthy enough equity or profit share or something, right? Because it's like it's
Yeah.
comp, it's vision, it's fun, it's excitement, it's all those things that have to be there. But I love entrepreneur types. Like it's dope. It does suck when they leave, especially if they built the whole thing and like own the whole process, and you're just like in the dark. So like it's not that
No.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's a
What's
good
been like
take.
the
Sorry,
what's
dude.
been like the for
Your video quality goes from like terrible to like the best ever, except your audio just has consistently been lagging.
how does New Reach run everything out of that Wi-Fi signal, bro?
Dude,
How is your webinars are just lagging and you're still making a million every pitch? How is that possible, bro?
I have another
What?
one in
Let's get
1 minute,
to the
but
end, bro. Let's get to
Now
the
you're good.
end.
Thanks for
They're like,
jumping
wait,
on, dude.
he's almost there.
have fun,
Ryan,
you.
best hire 2026. What was your best hire, favorite hire, biggest lever that you're just so happy you got in? You're like, oh, praise God. And it's absolutely changed the company.
2025 last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Two. One was our head of marketing side, which is now our performance director. Amazing, killer. Like we're taking the business in a different direction. There was actually a lot of growth and like change that had to happen to get it to actually fundamentally change the business, not just do like more of the same of what was there, but super good culture fit, super like just all the things. And then another one is like in the technical standpoint. So we have basically someone who's running within one of the tech roles that is very clearly looking to grow and looking to develop and does the above and beyond. And that's a bit of a selfish answer because like I still did all of that for a very long time. I still did all the marketing tech and it was like this huge pinch and I just didn't have the one of these to like hire for it. And we finally found like a couple good people actually. We segment out tech based on department. So we have like a specific tech for this, a specific tech for that, and they all work in the same system so they like see the flow. But those are the best. The answer is really just like the leverage of either what you're the worst at or what takes up the most of your time or for us.
Yep.
For me. So I got to pop to another one for something I haven't solved yet, but talk to you guys soon. Have fun.
Thanks for jumping on.
Okay, dude, how's my quality now? I switched Wi-Fi.
It's still bad, bro. It's still bad.
Oh my gosh.
When it uploads, it'll probably look better because how Riverside works, like the recording will look better, but live it's gonna look chopped.
All right. Well, I'm sorry in advance, guys. Hopefully,
bro, it's fine.
To make up.
People are probably listening to this while being at the gym or something. So,
lifting to me and Josh is crazy.
Let's get him pumping, bro. You already know it's gotta be one. It's gotta be one person.
Yeah. Did you hit the gym today?
I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I have not.
Nice. Let's go. You got a testimonial right here, bro.
No, I think it's that didn't work. Let's see. Josh, I used your low ticket vault and ran a $7 offer with Facebook ads, clicks, but no sales. I want affiliate backend offers later. How do you validate real demand first? Well, how many clicks did we get? How much did you spend? Because how many page views did we hit if you're still here? I want to get an idea for how much volume you really put to this. Was this a faceless, crappy offer where you ripped it out with like no face, no results, cold? Did you just run it for like a day? Like I'm curious what happened and what that was. But how do I validate real demand first? I make sure I do a ton of market research in Facebook groups, Reddit, talking to people. I sit and I dwell on it. I talk to our customers. I try to sell it organically first. I just go to my competition selling something similar. Like I go around to say, is our competitor research and then just market research. I think competitor research is the best because they've already done all the research for me. And I just have to sell something similar, just a little bit different or better than them. So that's usually how I validate it. It's like, and then also when I've done hundreds of offers now, low ticket, I know what themes of offers do well. Like I could do the licensing where I can sell a license. I could do the partner model. I can do a tool and template. I could do a swipe. I could do a math. Like I have all these themes and narratives I know work in different markets. So I just pull from this imaginary toolkit and I know it's going to work right away. So that came though from just doing a bunch of competitor research and doing my own offers.
Josh, I'm interested to know, and maybe it would be helpful for these people. How do you actually do your market research? What's your process look like?
My market research first is competitor research because my thought is I need to figure out what outcomes people want, right? And so what I do is go with my competitor research and I figure out what outcomes are they selling to the market. Then I think about what solution are they selling and what limitations come with it. So everyone wants more clients. Everyone's talking about call funnels, right? Everyone wants more appointments, for example. My competitors are selling get more calls and doing this call funnel, this call funnel. All right, that's the outcome people want. People want more calls. Then I think about what limitations come with the solution they're selling. What roadblocks, where does it break? Because every new solution creates a new problem. So then I say, all right, VSLs, low show rates, lower intent, higher. I think of all the problems, all these things, right? Right. Then I know, all right, I need to sell them the same outcome my competitors already figured out without all the limitations that come with their way of doing it. And then I see my unique mechanism that removes all those limitations. If I have that, the offer is to sell because I'm selling an outcome they already want. It's solving the pain points my competitor can't solve. And then it'll work. And then the hooks and the angles come with just testing and throwing stuff out there. But that's how I validate the offer. And or like a lot of times, if you've already sold it organically, you can get feedback from your existing customers. But like my thought is just like time the market and just go, what are your competitors selling? And then what's your unique, like, it's so much easier to do us versus them than like
Yeah.
just talking about us, you know?
Yeah, and like a cool way that you could integrate that with AI is you could just like throw all their stuff into AI and say, "Hey, here's the competitive landscape. Can you give me the
Yes.
gap in the market between all of these that they're or the problem that they're not solving for?" And
Yes.
it'll just spit it out, and it's like sick. Run that. Let's do it.
Yeah. So that's the easiest way because you're close to the hole versus you just guessing. It's like they're already running ads, so it's obviously working. The outcomes they're selling or this or that. Um, but you can also look at like, yeah, I just love thinking about every solution creates a new problem. So
Yeah,
I use A event personally.
yeah. We just use Zoom webinars, I believe.
Which, yeah, A event I just do it on Zoom, but it's just, I guess that's just the connector and the tracker. But yeah, I use Zoom webinars, Zoom
Yeah.
meetings actually, but same thing.
Well, I think Zoom meetings has like a cap on. I think it's like what 500 people.
1,000. I think you maybe pay up to 1,000, but yeah, if you're doing 20,000 like you guys,
Oh.
it's crazy. You got to put them on YouTube. You're frozen. Bro's frozen up.
Dude, I don't know what's up with my Wi-Fi right now.
You're
I'm
good.
literally, I'm gonna go walk into the tech room after this and be like, guys, we gotta
Yeah.
put a router in the studio.
Bro, even Nick, when he did an interview, it was bad too.
Oh, what is it, dude? I don't know where. Like, so I'm in the studio right now. I don't know if you can see this. We got like the light and everything,
Yeah.
but
What the
like
heck?
in my opinion, this place should have the best Wi-Fi in the building because we do webinars from here, we do live streams, we do all kinds of stuff. So it's like,
Tough frick. It could be Riverside pulling more like stream, but it's like still.
yeah. Well, hopefully it'll pull out like higher
Yeah.
quality.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good on the posted.
No worries. What other questions do you guys have? Am I AI generated? Probably looks like it because of how much I'm freezing.
I think those are the main ones right now. So unless you guys have any other ones, you can drop below. Usually I wrap up pretty soon. Well, if you guys have last ones, we'll hit some last ones before we jump. Bum bum.
Josh, what's your biggest Q1 goal as we kind of are in the middle of Q1 right now?
Q1. Well, with our health offer, that's my biggest focus. I want that to get to 20 to 25 units a month. So I don't. It's hard for me to think in quarters. I know I probably should, but when you're building a new offer and things are so like there's not like a baseline yet, and we're still it's like, oh, are we here yet? Is this the what we can plan it off? But it's like,
yeah, you got nothing.
it's like we're getting like, oh, is this our close rate? Or is this our DEPL? But then it's like then we have this changed this. So I feel like we're pretty. The front end's consistent. I know we know what we spend to get this. We got the front end dialed. We've pressure tested spend, tripled, quadrupled budgets, and it's held. So now it's like our sales team. We are getting it back in a KPI, meaning like our conversion and our DPL. And if our DPL holds there and our conversions hold, then I'll be fine. Everything should be fine for there. But really, it's like my biggest goal is just like consistency. I don't know, like just getting our KPIs to hold on the back end. Like I want a 3 to 5% ascension rate on the back end. All right, we're like 2.5. We'll touch 3, but that's my biggest goal is I want 3 to 5% of our front end buyers to ascend to the back end. That's really the target we're shooting for. Which what levers we pull in the funnel to get that can change. But right now, it's literally just looking like what's happening on the calls.
Yeah. What's your ascension rate right now?
It's 2.5.
Okay, yeah. So it could improve a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, like our close rate is like, because what happens, we had 3 closers. We had one get sick, one had stuff come up, so we only take calls at night, so his slots cleared up, and those are our 2 best closers. The new one ramping up was the only one who could take calls. So my question is, I kill spend, kill momentum, or do I like keep it going and just give him the calls? So like, all right, well, so we're like, let's, and he was still closing some, right? Like it wasn't terrible. And so we're like, we'll try it. So we sent him like he had most of the majority of calls this month where we fired him. He's gone now. But for like the first half of this month, he was taking majority of the calls, not all of them. So he still had closes come in. But let me look at his stats, bro. Let me look at this.
Do you do like
It
the
was pretty.
Roca and like Rosa stuff that Platt teaches?
The Roca. Oh, no.
Like return on
I,
setter activity, return on closer activity.
I think my sales agency might, but
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
they round robin it. They do all the who gets priority, all that crap.
Yeah.
I just say, how many calls do you guys need? And then can I increase spend or no? But yeah, so he had the guy who was bad. We gave him, let's see. All right, let me look at the month to month. January, okay, February. So he had 45 leads, 3 deals closed, DPL 117, cash collected $5,000.
What the heck? So it's like $1,500 average AOV for him, bro.
And they were pay plan, like it was so bad. And then okay, so a closer, to give context, a closer who only had 10 leads had 5,000 cash collected before he got busy, and had to like couldn't take all the calls and had $500 DPL.
Golly.
The other person has a 600. She's collected 25K, 5 deals closed. Her conversion rate is still not in KPI. It's only 12%, but her DPL has been better than months before. So and then our new closer we just brought on, she actually got her first PIF this morning. So that was
You should
dope.
explain DPL for all the people that are watching still.
So it's like dollar per lead. So you do like cash collector revenue divided by, I think it's a lead, like how many leads are, like total leads coming through to them. So then, because when you're looking at conversion rate, you can get a high conversion rate, but they're getting a bunch of paid plans. But DPL is like forces the closer to think in terms of getting the most amount of cash collected or revenue collected. So it's a dollar per lead. So we look at how many dollars per lead that we're sending to them. And so that incentivizes them and helps as a marketing team because we know for every call we book, how much, like what's our average dollar we're going to get from that closer. So that just helps us do better math in terms of scaling and like just knowing our allowable DPL and net CPA, all of that. So like you have and then one way to increase that too is like you can increase your prices of your offer, which we plan to do, and this or that. But if you're checking conversions, then your person get a bunch of pay plans. Like I'm closing at 20%, but their DPL could be like half of another closer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a measure of like how efficient your closers are.
Yep.
So yeah, that's basically like some people track revenue per lead. But I think dollar, like, because do you base it off of cash collected or revenue?
Let me check. I think it's cash.
I would base it off cash.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's off cash.
Otherwise, yeah.
Yep.
Good stuff.
But our show, luckily, like all the other metrics are holding good. Like our no show this month is only 21%. So that's really good. Like based on how many leads in the pipeline, we should end at 100K rev, which would be great. With the volume we're pushing with our new closers. So that's really our target is just to hit that. But I just want higher DPL and consistency there. And now we have 5 closers.
Dang.
1, 2.
Calendars, are they all taking 8 calls a day or 6 or 8?
There's 2 that are still ramped that are just coming on. But yeah, I could fill their calendars like as soon as they want, like whenever they say. Like I'll just bump spend and like we're booking. Like right now, like yesterday, only on like 3K in spend, we booked 22 calls for 2 closers. So we can ramp it up. And then we do weekly webinar. We have emails. We have the back-end selling systems are really consistent. But we can, the second I get the okay, we just need to just type a different number and add account. And we've already pushed it past. Like one day we pushed it to almost 5K in spend, which is like again 2,000 higher than we're used to, and the metrics held, and we still booked double the calls what we had used to. So we have the confidence now, like, okay, we can push it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you guys dialing all the people that don't book calls?
Yeah, we have a setter who calls everybody.
Yeah.
That in this market has not done as much as our B2B, bro. Like people, the answer rate's super low. The like it hasn't really been like
Are you using an iPhone or SendBlue?
I have no idea.
Dude, because we used to do this thing where we would have our like at low volume it works to have your setter like use his personal phone, or you can buy
Ah,
one, like a little cheap iPhone 11 or something,
yep.
and then he can just like text them and be like, "Yo, it's Caleb with Josh's team. Gonna give you a ring in 5," and then he FaceTime audio them because it's interesting. Like it gets through like some people's
Yeah.
curves, and then it also shows like maybe Caleb, and it's like who the heck is that? At least has a name attached. Like so, someone asked for hiring help. What is some?
Dude, I told you, Zane, don't get more deals. Just go deep with one. You're in the like you're not building an agency. You have like growth operating deals. Like build a better team so you can like oversee the deals and make like they can take them further. But I wouldn't like get more deals because you're constantly gonna like I deployed a team and like we have a deal sitting in the pipeline. I want to onboard, but I'm waiting until I feel like it's steady where I want to add more to them. But it's like even then I'm the next deal I'm gonna bring in is in the same market. So it's like yeah, I don't think it's. I don't know. Like unless you have retained, I personally am just in the mindset where it's just go deep and then like with one or two. But if it's like multiple and it's like unique markets, I don't know. Like
I
I
think you
see
can.
people do that.
I think you can do it, but you are no longer the guy in the trenches. You have to be like the string puller, the puppet master. So
Yeah,
what you would do is place, if you let's say you have 3 offers, you place a brand director over each offer, and that's essentially you replacing yourself in what you're currently doing. That person
yeah,
is responsible for hiring the sales team, hiring the marketing director, paid media, whatever you got to do. That way, each of them run separately, and they all have a brand director that's responsible for P&L, and those all like roll up unto you. So each morning, you should have them report to you. The tough part is finding people that are qualified to be the brand director. Um, but yeah, dude. I mean, maybe if you can type in some more about what your fulfillment is, um, we can give you some sauce on it.
I know. Like he's like he's a couple different offers like they operates on. Which like the nice thing is now thanks to all the freaking spawnlings of growth operators, there's a lot of dudes who are down being in the trenches for sure. That's kind of what I did. Is took my best student up and like oversaw and replaced, and they've been great. But like I had to push them and coach them because there's some moments where they weren't thinking as far. Like you still have to think and lead them to outcomes because they don't know exactly. Sometimes they're getting ahead or they want to pull this lever. Let's add this down. And I'm like, no, not yet. Like you need to like call the shots on like, here's what we need to
Yeah,
focus on. This is the focus. So you have to still do that. I tried to just let them run with it. And it was just like, we didn't get anywhere. But when I came to like, this is what we need to do. And this is our focus. Because if they're newer, they haven't like taken a company anywhere or like, they don't really can't really see far ahead yet, but over time they will be able to as you keep them focused.
yeah. I mean, practically speaking, you join paid groups and just like poach people from the paid groups. In order to do that, you need to be very clear on like where you want to be in a year from now. Let's say you're doing like 50K a month across all your offers. Like sell them the vision that you're going to be at 600K a month in a year because they're going to help you get there. Or like, but you actually have to back it in and know like, okay, if I hire this many people, that's going to drive this much more in revenue. That's going to get us there, and that's going to happen over the next 8 months. Then we can actually do that. But I think like paid groups are so fire for finding people. Nothing held back. Like Josh said, if you
Yeah,
need sales reps, bro, there's like 100 different agencies. There's Andres, there's Matt Ryder, there's Cole, there's
they're
Pierre.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's so many people that you can get from. But again, it's all about the vision, bro. Like if you can't get them to buy in to what you're building, then it might be cooked, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
I would focus
Like,
on that first and foremost.
yeah, luckily, like with the offer I brought to my operators, like they're bought in. That's like blue ocean, exciting, new, like real every day. Just like reselling, like guys, like we've cracked. Like guys, this is crazy. Like nothing, no one else is doing what we're doing. We are like we gotta go. Like this is it. A lot of urgency and like I genuinely believe that. But I think that's honestly what helps because then they're like, yo, like they like this is cool to be a part of it and like. Yeah, you do. I just the call. I don't really realize I'm doing it because I just kind of do it, but I think that helps a ton.
You're good at it. That's the
Like
thing, is you're so
I
natural
have
at
to
it.
I
You're
sometimes feel
like,
like I need to do a better job because I was picturing it's at like meetings and like, geez, hey guys, come on, rah rah. But it's like it's subtle things, or it's just like how you talk about it.
oh, absolutely, yeah. That's why I mentioned earlier, like taking a class on leadership or like specifically like
True.
management leadership, um, is actually not a bad investment at all.
I
Especially
probably
if it's
should
like
do more of
practice. Dude, like even read some like EOS books. Those are
that.
simple and
Yeah.
easy.
Have, I want to do more like speaking too, like practice. I need to work on my speaking. I know I've got decent done, but I'm not. I rush. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Some people are so good at like stories and connecting things. They think before they speak. I just go up there and just start yapping. So I got to go
Yeah.
do some leadership books and that.
Well, it's an interesting thing because you yapping has also gotten you to where you are. Like you being
That's
able to
true.
think critically on the fly is also a skill that you have. So like you can't, mute that skill. But I
Yeah.
think that, I mean, all of us, dude, can benefit greatly from enhanced clarity in our thought and enhanced, I guess,
Yes.
like communication clarity.
Executive communication or whatever.
Damn, that's a bar, bro. How to be an executive communicator by Caleb and Josh. We're running this new offer. Yeah.
My secret just to yap so they're confused and then just trust you. Just kidding. It's my secret. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, you keep
Last
back from the mic and it gets super quiet. Yo. Yo, so does Riverside aggregate like comments from everywhere?
yeah.
It's pretty fire, bro.
Yeah, I got people all over.
So if I go on YouTube
Yeah,
right now, you're live.
yeah, I'm on live all over, bro. I tell aggregate time people are watching too. Hey Josh, I've been writing copies for 2 months. Can you give me a job? I want to write copies for you. I think Craig, I know you're joking, bro. I think you're joking. I know who Craig is. So, what if he's like actually serious? He's like, no.
Dude, you should dox him right now.
What's up, boy? Talking smack about my mic. Come face me,
Yo,
bro.
dude, I'm trying to get the sauce, bro. I can't hear. You're like, all right, guys. So our DPI, we're gonna do. I can't hear shit from over there, bro. Lock
What's
in.
up, Zane? Nice to meet you, dude.
What's up, Caleb? How are you?
I'm good, bro.
Zane's a legend. Can I talk about your past and where you used to, like what you've done, your credibility there?
Feel free, go for it. Yeah.
Legend. Did I say former?
Former, previous, yeah, go for it.
Previous sales extraordinaire for WhopX, single-handedly recruited some of the biggest accounts, I'm sure, and is a dog operator. We used to have a reselling offer back in the day, OG reselling BizOp, big one.
There
I
you
used
go.
to have hair too. I'm not normally bald.
Used to have hair. Also recently married. Caleb, you're engaged, recently engaged.
Congrats,
Zane's
bro.
married. Oh, where'd he go? He's dip. He also, his wife is a closer. His wife is a closer.
Dude, that's a filthy combo. Operator,
That's a
husband, and then closer wife.
dude. I feel that's crazy combo for sure. Imagine. I don't know where you went. This is Riverside, bro. Maybe Riverside's just like cheeks or something.
Weekend, bro.
Open claw took my net down.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I'm not out there.
Bro, is your wifey still closing? Why don't you just make her your closer?
She's not on that offer anymore. She didn't like it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of like a bro. That offer cooks, by the way. They're doing like $6 million a month. Like,
did
it's
she
stupid.
not?
It's stupid, bro.
What offer is that?
I can't like say, but it's like an AI offer. It's a
Oh,
big
Jordan
one.
Lee.
No, not that.
No,
one.
it's a C. It's like the
That-
exact opposite, bro. I thought that too.
Yeah, it's not that one, but yeah, you
fire.
wouldn't even expect this one. It's just like it's like sneaky.
Yeah, bro. I thought she was making no money. Like, not gonna lie. Like, I was like, "There's no way, bro." That looks
I
like so
love
random.
offers like that, dude, that no one hears
Yeah.
about. That's so sick.
What? All right, Zane. What's going on, bro? Let's hot seat you right now. Well, how many offers you got? What's the like? How many operators do you need to place?
Dude, honestly, like I just need to.
How many of your projects are there right
I
now?
just need to. Well, there's no other projects now. I'm just doing this. Like, I mean, look, you got to think. Last week, I was a full-time employee, 12 hours a day.
Dang, bro.
Now I have a free 12 hours a day. So
Whoa.
yeah, I kind of, dude. Honestly, I kind of just like I was at this agency founders event in Dubai.
Yep.
Like Eddie Malouf hosted it. I was like, damn, bro. Like I got motivated from being. I was like, I was talking to some of these people making like 300K a month, and I'm like, bro, this guy's not smarter than me. Like, it's just frustrating, bro. It's like I'm sitting here, I'm like talking to this dude, and I'm like looking at my bank account, and I'm like, this dude's like, 10x in that shit every month. I'm like, I gotta lock in. So yeah, bro, I got back home and I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm not like I'm just gonna lock in for like a long time and see what happens. I mean, obviously I have a couple of like retainer clients. I'm chilling, but it's like it's like 3 clients now, and then I offboarded. I had like 5, but yeah, I have like all these like shit clients. It's like not like good ones, So I actually just got like a really good one, like 700K on YouTube, good audience. Sold info in the past, but Max did like 80K in a month.
Yep.
Great offer, like great audience, like ecom. Been in the space for like 8 years, so like lots of social proof. Just didn't sell info, so like we're gonna launch that. I think that one will do. That's probably like my best opportunity in terms of like opportunity. And then I still have this like Amazon one that I've been with for a while. Like we have the software, which has been growing. It's like the software is like 30K MRR now, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
So I think we're gonna start pivoting back to doing webinars again because we just did really well when we did webinars. I'm honestly just gonna become like a webinar runner. Everyone just wants to run webinars, dude. It's like no one wants to do like a book call funnel anymore. It's like so.
They are not. I mean, it's so funny. Everyone has a constraint where it used to be like, "Oh, webinars are so hard," and then it's like, then you do another thing, and it's always pros and cons. But yeah, webinars are not. I mean, they are a simpler funnel to build. It's like get people to sign up, and then it all comes down to presentation, like just being a good presenting well.
And the thing is, this creator specifically is like exceptionally good at like, bro. We were doing like 80K a month at one point with like just TikTok live to Accountantly. Like
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's nuts. So it's like if we can just really dial things in, I know that it'll cook. And I just haven't had time to like.
Yes, you probably don't even need to hire right now. You just need like now you have more time. You can just like cook and see where you're actually capped at.
I have like I just have a VA right now. That's like the only hire I technically have.
Yep.
I kind of want someone to help with like making things more structured and more organized and stuff. So I don't mind like spending some money on that too. I have like one guy trialing right now, but I don't have like any. I just have my assistant,
like a COO or a project manager operations.
One thing I learned is I'm never gonna like hire a COO. Like I'm gonna just bring someone on as like a operations manager, and then once they prove that they're good enough, I learned a lot of little like nuggets from this event. But
that's good.
I tried doing this whole like COO thing in the past, and I had like a really good kid from like Germany that was like really solid, but then like he just kind of just started to not align with his like consent. Like he wanted just more money. And I was like, dude, like I don't have like I'm not gonna give you like 50% of every deal. Like you know what I mean?
Trying to
Like,
leech.
because like as I kind of did like a projection, and as my agency grows, I just like still make the same amount of money. It's like it didn't make sense. So
Yeah,
now I basically just offboarded 2 of the clients to him. I took like 30% of those. He takes
nice.
70%, and he's actually doing really well with them. So yeah, I don't know exactly what direction I'm like I want to go yet, but now I have the time to like get the
That's
clarity on it
good.
and figure it out. You know, because I
Then you
haven't
see
had.
your wife closing deals. Boom.
Yeah,
I actually probably don't want to be your sales manager of your wife. That probably won't go well.
yeah. I don't think I want that. No.
You're just like, what are you doing? And then you're like, hey, honey, like
Yeah,
later at dinner.
I don't know how that dynamic will go.
Yeah, that's
We'll see. She wants to get involved though, so I'm trying to.
yeah.
I sent her some things to watch. I sent her
See what
actually a couple lowticketoffer.com,
see what she's thinking.
low
Yeah, she
ticket
might
light
be a little,
skin YouTube videos. She's
yes,
going for
yeah.
that.
She might be a low ticket white skin. She'd be a low ticket white skin.
Yeah,
Shoot,
she's gonna learn how to cook up some ascension funnels. So
shoot. Let's see. That's
Low ticket white skin, bro. That's crazy.
yeah, but I don't know, dude. I mean, and like the way I think about it, like worst case scenario, shit doesn't work. Like
Yeah.
go be a closer and make like 20K a month closing and just
she can open up a business that
Same.
loses money for you as a tax write off.
yeah. There's so many options. Oh, and then like I don't know how much you guys have been playing around with OpenClaw, but like, dude, it's crazy.
Well, I'm trying to get my Mac, bro. It keeps getting delayed, and like like trying to order, and they want a signature. And I go to Best Buy, they're all sold out, and then so now I have to order one and wait.
OpenClaw is crazy, bro. Like really crazy.
Dude, yeah, I
Crazy.
walked in the office yesterday and our CTO walked in with an Apple bag with 8 Mac minis in it. And he was like, here you go. Let's try it. Let's
Wow.
pick it up. So like
Might as well just get a Mac Studio at that point, dude, and just run like a run like an LLM on the like on like a Mac Studio.
I feel like
Yeah.
I have
we have a
overseas.
different vision for it, so I can't say much about it. But
Bro, I met this lawyer when I was in Dubai, and he has like a law firm of like 30 lawyers, and he's a trader too. He has like a $20 million trading portfolio. I actually might launch his Arabic info offer, so we'll see.
Oh shoot, that'd print.
Yeah, but dude, listen. So he literally was like, I was telling him about OpenClaw like 2 weeks later. Like we were chatting yesterday, and he was like, "Bro, I fired like 3 of my I don't know what they call it, like the junior lawyer or like
Oh yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, paralegal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah, he fired 3 of his paralegals because he replaced them with like he bought a giant Mac Studio and he like dead ass like replaced them with the Mac Studio. Like you can just these people just and also that the energy in that city is crazy too. Everyone's like very like fast paced in Dubai. It's like it was
Yeah,
cool.
what was your biggest takeaway out of the event, or what was good about the event?
Bro, it honestly shifted my paradigm. Like it honestly just like it made me realize I've been thinking way too small. Like there's like this technology is insane. Like I need to lean into a lot more. And like I think the best arbitrage that I have right now is I probably have more time than you two because you're running like full blown operations. I'm really not. So I could just spend all day learning how to do this at a high level, and then turn around and sell it to someone that has a lot of money. You know, so that's
and then do it for me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to lean into that advantage that I have right now, which is more time.
Yes. Yep. That's fire.
Yeah, bro. It's nice, by the way. Like, it's nice having 12 hours a day back. You don't realize what you can do. You can go on a midday walk. Like, it's nice. I wasn't really touching much grass before, but now I'm touching a lot of grass.
Wait, are you staying in New York?
I mean,
for now,
I have this lease, but yeah,
okay,
I don't know. Bro. It's like it's tax in New York. So
yeah, get out, bro. Get out. Well, all right, boys. Yeah. I'm gonna end it 2 hours in. Appreciate you, Caleb. Thanks for jumping on, Zane. Little guest appearance. Glad to see you're cooking still. There's my wife. I'm gonna go see my wife. So I'll let you guys go, and yeah, we'll see you later, boys.
Awesome, dude. Thanks for hosting today.